When you get right down to it, which is the more practical blade? The Cold Steel SRK Compact or the Cold Steel Kobun? Stick around and let's build our case. We're back! Okay, welcome back to 5 Minute Knives, the channel that doesn't care how popular a knife is. If it doesn't like it, it just doesn't like it. Today, we're going to compare two Knives by Cold Steel that are pretty popular. I've been getting a lot of sheath requests for this one, the SRK Compact, and everybody really loves this knife, the Cold Steel Kobun, which if you guys saw my first video on this knife, I took a lot of flack for saying I didn't really know what I'd use it for. And it didn't really fit any of my philosophy of uses. And I didn't really see the need to put it into my rotation, so I gave it away to you guys. And because of this, a lot of people told me to go die, and I was a terrible person, I shouldn't have children, all this stuff. You know, the usual YouTube stuff. When you say, not for me, right? But I'm going to take a fresh look at it. It's been a while. Now, both of these knives come with the craptacular Secura X sheaths that dull your knife. And that's why I think a lot of people have been asking me to make sheaths for this one. Here's one in particular I just made for a feller who bought this guy. And here's the SRK Compact, and there's me sheath for it. Boop. Really good looking some grom. So yeah, enjoy this one, bud. Thanks for the purchase. All right, but we're gonna go apples to apples, so we're gonna keep the craptacular sheaths on. Let's go ahead and get these out. Here's an identical SRK. Oh, still got the schmutz on it from when it was birthed at the factory. Hang on, let's get some of the schmutz off. All right, here we go. So there's the SRK. Now you can find these for 30 to 40 bucks. The steel is SK5, which you know I actually really like. Kind of a budget version of 1095. This one is fairly sharp out of the factory, not bad. 5-inch blade, overall 9.5 inches. Says it's 5.1 ounces. Let's see if they lie. They always do, you know that. The only scale we can trust is this one that I got from AliExpress. 5 ounces. So yeah, right in the ballpark, little less than advertised. Not bad though. It's a little 5-ounce sumgrom. And this one, I actually really like the feel of it. It's a tiny blade in comparison to the knives I usually carry. I've been open carrying a lot of bigger fixed blades lately because I can. You get a lot of funny looks, but I don't care. I'm a knife guy. I run 5-minute Knerfels. It makes sense that I'd carry a big knife around. Why not? I live in Colorado. So, been open carrying my firearm too, been carrying the Glock 19 a lot lately. And here's the handle, that overmolded rubber grip. And this one's actually very comfortable, medium-large mitts, fits nice with a little bit of real estate, got a lanyard hole there, no problem. Liking this son of a grum a lot. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the Kobun. And here's the knife that you all would leave your wives for, according to the comment section. You love this knife. No other knife compares. Here's the handle. And this sheath is actually pretty nice. No rattle. Oh, yeah, no rattle. Little bit of wiggle, but no rattle. Here we go. Here's what gets you all excited, skexually. And I get it. I get why you guys like this knife so much. I don't get why you want me to like it so much. What do you care what I think? Just an opinion. So here is this little rubberized cross guard here, and my contention's always been this will do nothing. My finger wants to slide over that very easily. So if this was a fighting knife, as they claim, Kobun means soldier in Japaneser, you go ahead and stick somebody, you hit a rib, and then you're gonna slide all the way up this piece and have a really great time with the old digits. So I don't think this is much of a guard at all. As a matter of fact, if we compare this already, this has a much better guard. I'm locked in there. I'm not going anywhere. I'd much rather scrap-a-roon with this. If I hit a rib, I'm hitting a rib, no problem. I mean, it'll vibrate up my arm, but I don't think that's that much of a problem. So already when it comes to thrusting, I would give it to the SRK Compact because of a better guard. And when you thrust, you know you need a decent guard so you don't slide up that piece. Never mind the tip or what Tantos can do or any of this stuff. I do like that there's a slight curve on the belly here. It makes it very slicey, the secondary edge. I do believe this would be a great slicer with the exception of the handle. The handle is very thin. And why is this a problem when you're slicing and slashing? I'll explain, me Bruskins. If none of yous has ever trained in the old marital arts, you wouldn't know that edge alignment is one of the key components of slashing. You need good edge alignment. And one of the reasons that I didn't originally like the Kobun was the same reason that I didn't shoot the Smith & Wesson Shield, the first gen, very well. It was too thin in my hand, and it would do like this when I was trying to manipulate it. Both the firearm and this little Kobun here. I find myself not as confident with the edge alignment as I would be with a slightly thicker handle. As we can see here, this is about twice the thickness of this. A little bit on the ergo side. This is nice. Again, I see why you like it, okay? But I would much rather have the SRK Compact. Why? Because it's fairly blocky in the handle. There are some ergos going on, which is nice. But because of this somewhat squared off, somewhat wider shape, I'm able to keep a steady edge alignment as I swipe with it. I can actually use this in the dark and know what I'm going to hit exactly. With this, I feel like it's moving in my hand a little bit. And if it met resistance and I hit something, I guarantee you this would wobble a little bit in the hand. There's a little of this going on, okay? I could feel it. So between the lack of a decent choil that would actually stop you, again, look, my finger wants to go right over this. Now watch. Okay, I can still do this, but my finger's already out here by the time it goes up. So this is a much better guard to keep me safe, and I trust this guard better. Plus the width of the handles is a significant factor for me, okay? This is a slightly thicker blade stock, which gives me a little more beef out towards the tip, right? Hollow grind, flat grind. Hollow grind, flat grind. I know, this one's more skexual. This is the one that you don't want to let your wife catch you looking at. I get it. That being said, any old day of the week, give me the SRK Compact for the reasons aforementioned. And again, you get this thing with a decent sheath, and it is a fine package, you know? I think this is a really nice little knife, and it's not too expensive either. So I gave him a little lanyard here. I like that little package. Plus, making sheaths for this thing would kind of suck because of this stupid guard thing here. Now I know I'm gonna upset a lot of people. Guys, you can like a knife I don't like. That's fine, I don't care. But yeah, I know you guys watch Gideon's Tactical, right? Because my analytics tell me. And he just released a video saying, if I had to start over, what 5 knives would I start over fixed blades, right? And he listed one of them as being the Cold Steel Kobun. And it baffled me. Because it's like, dude, what about the SRK Compact, me Brewskins? Maybe it's a ginger thing. I don't know. Maybe gingers all love the Kobun. I don't know. But I don't. And I guess now we all have to fight physically, right? So just let me know where you want to meet and we'll get to fisticuffs and you can tell me I'm a terrible person and I shouldn't have a channel and I don't know what I'm talking about. And, you know, if I ever watched a Steven Seagal movie, I know that the Kobun is amazing and I get it, right? You really want me to love this knife. But guess what? I really don't. And there's nothing I can do about it. I think it's neat. I think it's a neat little son of a gun. I really like this form factor in the sheath here. I think that's cool. I love the price, 30, 40 bucks. You can't beat that. I mean, it's cool. But for me, I would use this as a letter opener. That's what I came up with the first time around and you guys freaked out. Maybe food prep, some food prep around the campsite. But it's just too skinny in the hand for me to feel confident in. I don't trust the guard. The blade shape and geometry isn't as useful as a saber grind here. Plus I have a lot of strength at this tip here. I just think that the SRK Compact is a winner. It's the one I would pick. There can only be one. It's my channel. I'm picking this one. You guys can freak out if you want. I absolutely hate the sheaths that they come with, but I really love the fact that you guys have me make them for you. I don't know. That's my 2 cents. Tell me in the comments why I'm such a terrible person and why the Kobun's so much better. I mean, also, like, how do you wear this? You got to wear this IWB or you wear it outside the belt? Like, in what grip? Like, how does this go? This is like a boot knife, isn't it? It's just like a boot knife. You reach down the boot. Yeah, I gotcha. And you think, oh, that's badass, right? Except for, yeah. Like, this doesn't stop anything. It's decorative, guys. The whole thing is decorative. And I know somebody's going to tell me, oh, did you know the CIA, after they selected this for... You know why they selected this knife, whoever did? Whatever operative you're going to quote this time. Usually I hear about SEALs. My buddy's a Navy SEAL and he says this. And mainly a reason that you would pick this for field duty is because you're almost never, ever, ever going to get in a knife fight. Ever. Even if you're an operative. It's just very, 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 very rare. So they probably picked the thinnest, lightest thing that could go on their vest that would stay out of the way, and this way they have something, you know, to cut their apples with when they're bored on their downtime, right? I don't think that this would ever be used for actual scrapping. I don't think it has. I don't know of any documented cases where this was used to any great success, and if there are, post it in the comments below. Post the links. I'll go watch. For the reasons I mentioned, I couldn't imagine using this in the field. It would be dangerous to the user, especially for thrusting. If you're just slashing, fine, but then again, your edge alignment's off. So, too skinny a handle. Unless you wrapped it. If you wrap the handle, maybe then you got a winner. I don't know. But as it comes from the factory, not my cup of chamomile. Okay? So that's just my opinion. And plus, this is 2 knives from the same company. They both come out of Taiwan, I believe. So, which Taiwanese knife are you guys more loyal to? Let me know but for me, it's definitely the SRK Compact. No contest. Clear winner for me. You know, again, tell me why I'm awful. And so if you guys want a custom sheath for me, you know that you can email me at dragonscalejoe@gmail.com for a quote, and I'll hook you up. But that's it for me, and I'll see you guys next time right here on 5 Minute Knives.